In Jujutsu Kaisen, we get to see various fights and matchups and hype moments where a majority of characters get somewhat a spotlight or a highlight moment. In the Hidden Inventory arc, Toji's highlight is him taking down Gojo with such finesse, and even going a step further, we head into Shibuya arc where he appears and steals the spotlight, killing Dagon with relative ease. But what if Toji had a third return in Culling games? That's what we will be covering today by holding a gauntlet with Culling game players to see if Toji did come back, could he beat all of them or falter under these new sorcerers that I have handpicked? Stay tuned to find out. The gauntlet that I will be holding will have 10 players I chose to go against Toji in this order: Charles, Kurourushi, Uro, then Ryu and Yuta, topping it off with Hakari and Maki, and for the final three, it would be Kashimo, Yorozu, and lastly Kenjaku are the 10 Culling game players that will be going up against Toji in this video. First, we'll start off with Charles. Charles' curse technique is G War Staff, which allows him to use a long spear with a pen attached to the end. This is used to draw his opponent's blood if he cuts them, which fulfills the condition for ink, allowing him to mark his opponents with a manga panel. After all the requirements are met, he can then see 1 second into his opponent's future, but with the more blood he draws, it allows him to see further into the future, and with his feet he's able to cut and tag Hakari, although in the end he loses to him. Now that I am done with Charles' capabilities, I will go over what Toji has first. His utility. I gave Toji Soul Split Katana, his normal arsenal, Curse Spirit, and Inverted Spear of Heaven. Now we already should be aware of Toji's heavenly restriction, but so it does not get repetitive and I don't have to keep repeating his scaling. Starting off right off the bat, he scales to Maki, which is able to go physically relative to 15 Finger Meguna, and strength and speed and being able to cause damage to him. Now note Sukuna says physical movement is fine, so he's not being nerfed in that category. So just with that alone, Toji and Charles' fight would be very short-lived to the fact Charles wouldn't be able to draw Toji's blood or land a hit on him, and even if he somehow did, the stat difference is so much that precognition wouldn't amount to anything to Toji, as he would just use Soul Split Katana and blitz Charles to stab him through the chest with the katana, which would of course kill him because he has no way of healing the soul or even as RCT in general. Now that it would really, not that it would really help in general. So round one goes to Toji. Moving on to the next round, we got everyone's favorite cockroach, Curse Kurourushi. A special grade curse at that. So let's go over his abilities and his feats. So for now, let's just call him Kuro to make it easier. Kuro can manifest a swarm of cockroaches, which Yuta states each one of them has cursed energy and are reinforced. This is such a threat that Yuta says it poses a threat to even him. Kuro also has a curse tool called Festering Life Sword, a blade that mixes life and death. The blade can shoot insects from the back of the sword, which penetrates the skin, explodes when used on Yuta. It causes massive damage, and Ryu and Uro thought Yuta was dead until he used RCT and off guards Kuro and kills it. But besides the special grade curse tool, Kuro does react to a base Yuta attack at least once. But the real question is all of that enough to take down Toji Zeni? And the answer to that is a lot more interesting than you might think. And I'll explain why that is. Although Toji is above Kuro in all physical stats, Kuro's curse tool and his swarm of cockroaches could still be troublesome. If Toji does not immediately blitz and take him down, at the end of the day, Toji does take this. Toji takes the second round, moving on to Uro, one of the old era sorcerers. Brought back, Uro's curse technique is sky manipulation, which should be self-explanatory on its abilities, but unlike every other player listed so far, Uro has RCT as well, or it's at least implied to have RCT, or at least she's implied to have RCT by Uro's statement, or Ryu's statement. Uro is able to keep up with Ryu and Yuta in their 3 deadlock deathmatch, being able to send Yuta flying with an icebreaker and being able to use sky manipulation to destroy her opponent's attacks, which even breaks past base Yuta's defenses. Although, how would all of this pair up against Toji? Well, although Uro has such a crazy level of hacks with their sky manipulation, it's unfortunate to say, but Toji would still win with no trouble either. And although Uro does have a domain expansion, we aren't sure what it is or if it even has a short hit. And if it does, that would still mean nothing to Toji since he has no cursed energy and would not be recognized by the short hit. So once again, Toji would just overwhelm and blitz her with Soul Split Katana. Even with RCT, she can't heal her soul, and Toji would most likely go for a lethal stab to her brain or her heart, killing her anyways. For the next, I will kill two birds in one stone and put Ryu and Yuta against Toji here. Ryu has similar feats to Uro, although he overpowers Rika and Yuta on a few instances, and also has the highest cursed energy output in culling games. With Yuta and Rika with Yuta with Rika manifested is a slightly lower or close second to Ryu, and Yuta should be relative in terms of physical stats, with Ryu being slightly over due to the output of his physical attacks, which is what Yuta states. Now, Yuta, on the other hand, has a wide range of abilities like Rika, Curse Speech, Sky Manipulation, like Uro, but there is a possible chance Yuta can win on his own, and that's with Cursed Speech. Toji would not be aware he has this, and if Yuta uses it due to Toji having no cursed energy, it would immediately affect Toji and leave him wide open for Yuta to go for the kill or heavily injure him to the point he can not go all out. So I don't think Toji can beat Yuta, although I can't say the same for Ryu, since although his output is the highest in culling games, Toji is just way faster than him, since 15 Finger Megano was able to blitz him. Toji can also replicate this feat easily, so if they teamed up, they should be able to win, but separately only Yuta wins. So Toji is now 4 for 1. The next player he will be going up against is Hakari, but I'm going to be real. Hakari is able to get tagged by Charles in his base, so Toji is way above speed by Hakari's base, but what about Jackpot? Hakari being practically unkillable for 4 minutes and 11 seconds would be a problem for Toji if Hakari's physical stats were on his level. Even though Jackpot gives Hakari automatic RCT and infinite cursed energy, his physical stats still would be beneath Toji and 15 Finger Meguna in terms of physical stats. But don't think this makes Hakari weak. His automatic RCT still makes him impossible to kill by normal means, but due to Soul Split Katana, he has no resistance to any attacks against the soul. So this round goes to Toji. Next round is Maki, and this one will be very quick, since they are both equal to each other in physical stats, but Toji has a way higher chance at winning due to his skill, experience, and overall lethality. So I think he has this over Maki due to that slight advantage. Only 3 more rounds to go. And the next player to fight Toji would be Kashimo, as he is relative to Jackpot Hakari when it comes to physical stats. But since he did not use his curse technique in culling games, I unfortunately cannot give it to him here. So going off of his feats against Hakari, he doesn't truly show much or anything that will put him any higher than how Hakari got done. So it looks like he also gets the Soul Split Katana treatment. Now these last 2 rounds is where it gets a little interesting. Since Yorozu also fights a 15 Finger Sukuna, first let's go over her curse technique, which is called Construction, which allows her to create any substance besides cursed tools. Now going over Yorozu's feat, she is able to destroy Sukuna and Divine Dog. She does not do too much in base, but her insect armor is where it gets interesting. Depending on your interpretation of the feats I'm going to list off, she is able to tag and punch and kick Meguna once her armor is on, which increases her physical stats, but there's also a chance Meguna allowed for her to hit him, and that's to test out Maharaga's adaptation. But one thing is certain, she does have the strength to damage Sukuna, but her speed is what's in question. But for the sake of the video, let's just say the feat is valid, and is this along with her kit enough for her to beat Toji? In this entire gauntlet besides Maki, this is by far the closest matchup since they would be relative in physical stats. But Yorozu is lacking things like she can't get her short hit, and she most likely would not be able to land her perfect spear. From what we are aware of, she has no RCT, so although I think it's close, I got Toji winning Extreme Death, just due to Yorozu missing half her kit, which is important. But if it came down to physicals, I think Toji could probably outlast and gain the edge on her. Maybe, but by any means is this fight a blowout? It could truly go either way, and with the final round of the Culling Games Gauntlet is Kenjaku, the mastermind behind it all. Now we are aware Kenjaku has Gravity Technique, RCT, and abundance of special grade curses along with Uzumaki. Although Gojo states that Kenjaku's curse energy amount and body are the same as Suguru Geto, we know this is valid due to the fact that Gojo uses his 6 eyes to check. So in terms of physical stats, it would still be on par with that of Geto, which means not even that far above JJK0 Yuta. Now, although his abilities might serve trouble speed-wise, Toji blitzes Kenjaku badly if he could react in time to use his special great curses or his gravity technique. It could be helpful, but Toji's speed would just be too great, and he would just end up stabbing him through the brain. And with that, that really concludes my Toji vs. The Culling game players, which he cleared with 9 wins and 1 loss, which is insanely impressive being able to still beat sorcerers after that much time passed. Looks like Toji is still one of the strongest up to date in terms of at least the Culling Games arc. It was fun talking about this. If you enjoyed, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like or even subscribe for more topics like this. But it's about time I leave you guys. Peace.